Hello there. As you may or may not know, my name is Jake, and I play Vael on Ancient Relics and Hokey Religions. And in our latest episode, we had a quick, I guess, sort of like downtime. We're in the middle of travel from one city to another, and Josh, the dungeon master, the other Jay from JNJtabletop, asked our characters, "What is it that you'd like to do?" And one of the things that was important to Vael was based on recent events. He wanted to learn more about how Mellie, the divine soul sorcerer in our group, got her powers. So, because we love role playing in our games, Izzy, who plays Mellie, and I decided to role play that. So, you're about to see that. It's pretty straightforward. And why don't you subscribe if you haven't done that yet? So, without further ado, here we go.
Okay, so the scene. We have our four travelers walking down the path, and every so often, Mellie is going to kind of just go slightly off the path. I imagine that it is comfortable weather, appropriate for things to be growing, and maybe there's some birds making some songs.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a slight breeze.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I
Mellie,
know they said Mac and Echo were doing their like dagger practice because Echo's new toy weapon thing.
yes.
So yeah, so Vael will help out. Will help Mellie, doing her foraging.
All right, so she's just gonna walk over to the side and she sees a bush. And it looks like it's growing some berries. And I'm just gonna do a quick survival check.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do it with advantage because Vael is helping. That's the classic.
Yes. All right, so she got a 21. So Vael, these are blueberries. I'm sure you've seen them previously. They're very common.
I'm familiar, yes.
There's actually a very easy way to collect these, but it's kind of difficult. So she's going to pull her cloak and kind of stick it underneath the bush. So if you could just help me shake it a little bit, all of the ones that are ripe will fall off, and the ones that aren't ripe will stay on the bush.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, all right, yes. And so Vael will follow your directions as best as he can. Shake out as many, this isn't too much, is it? Doesn't want to shake it too hard.
No, I think that's plenty. So we'll just wrap these up. And then she'll walk around a tree. If you see any shady spots, that's where often we can find edible mushrooms or grubs. I know some people eat grubs, but I don't really like to. I don't know if maybe Echo or Mac.
Echo seems a little less adventurous when it comes to food, and I usually like to try almost anything, but I might draw the line there. I think I really could see Mac eating grubs, though. Can't you?
I could definitely picture it in my mind.
Yeah. I feel like Val would just kind of turn over and see probably Mac showing some kind of cool dagger move to Echo. And, Vail's just walking next to Mellie and just, there's an interesting conversation with Oscar the other day. It kind of got me thinking. Because I have magic from my own studies and obviously Spooky Johnson, and it's not the case for you. I was just curious about that. Is that something you just always had, or what was that like? Do you know where it came from?
To be honest, I am not really sure where it came from. It definitely is something that is in my family because my mother has similar healing capabilities to me. But they didn't really start to manifest until I was a teenager. As she's talking, she's gonna keep walking and looking for like mushrooms and stuff.
Yeah, I think Vael would be like, is this one? Just pointing at some mushroom.
Let's double check. Let's see.
I love that.
All right. Dirty 20. So, oh no, Vael. That one's not good. That one,
Oh.
it'll make you feel really funny.
Ah, yes. Good call.
But yeah, so I'm not really sure where they come from, and I don't think my mother does either. I'm not really sure if anyone else in my family has abilities similar to me. But I did have this very odd experience right around before I left, where my sister Sarah, who you met, she, I guess, was having like a waking nightmare or a waking dream, and I woke up and she was just sitting right on top of me with her face like very close to my face. And it's weird because I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was something along the lines of my destiny starting. But before that, I had some visions, and I think I've told you about my spirit guide.
Yes, it seemed like you had. I know I tried to help you a little with the first altar that we found, but it seemed like there was something else there as well. Is this who you were talking about?
Yes. He kind of teaches and guides me. And while he's not always there when I learn something new, he's always directed me on the path that I should be going. And he's lent his abilities to me, it seems. Because while we were there, at the altar, he was helping purify the area.
Seems like a very special person. Or are they a person?
I would consider him a person. But
Kind of. Go
I
ahead.
never really thought to question.
I know I asked if you were an angel, and I kind of meant it. Do you? You don't. I don't. If this is going to sound interesting, but I don't really think you're human. Do you? You see in the dark much better than humans do. I don't know if you've considered that before.
I hadn't, but it it's not uncommon, I don't think, for some humans to have certain capabilities. I've never heard of anyone being part angel before.
I think Vael just kind of smirks and kind of looks off to the side a little bit. Well, you certainly have something extra, wouldn't you say?
Well, I don't know. I guess given the group that we have, it feels like we each have something very special.
Of course. I was not trying to imply otherwise. I think... I think Echo had to work hard for his skills. I think Mac had to do the same, and... well, up until recent events, so did I. I mean, what was it like when you... like, how did you first realize you had magic of some kind? Was there a particular event?
Well, like I said, my mother has similar healing capabilities, but not much further than, you know, mending scratches and bruises and such. It takes a lot out of her when she does it. I think my first experience was my younger brother had fallen out of a tree and he hurt his arm really bad. We may have been told that we were not supposed to be climbing the tree.
I wouldn't know anything about things like that.
And before I really knew what was happening, there was this energy flowing from me into him. And I'm not sure, but I think I could have heard my spirit guardian's voice the first time that it happened. And since then, I guess I haven't really had to work hard at all for my abilities.
I know that your mother has this gift too. Oh wait, is this? These aren't blueberries, are they? Yes, I think we got some more over here.
Oh, great. Let me put out my cloak.
Bring it. Was it scary when it seemed like that seemed to just happen to you?
It wasn't scary. It was kind of a relief at the time, in that particular moment. But I remember my mother telling me to be careful just because of her experiences. Because she does get very tired afterwards. But it felt good to be able to help and to get out of a little bit of trouble. But mostly to help.
Of course. Have you noticed people treat you differently when they find out?
I don't really tell anyone. I'll be honest, you guys are the first group of people that really know, probably outside of my town. But because it's something that my mother has, I don't think anyone's really treated me differently.
It's good. It's good.
I know it's probably not a very satisfying answer.
I'm not really sure what you mean by that, but I
Well,
think
because
Go ahead.
it doesn't really come from anything specifically. It's just something that's there.
When you had your experiences with Ray, it seemed like the way you described it seemed like you were meeting for the first time, which, as a side note, you met a goddess. That's kind of cool. If that moment's ever really sunk in for you or not.
I don't think it has. We've been doing so much and so much has happened. I haven't really had time to process anything.
Vael makes a face like, yeah. That I understand. I know what you mean.
It really
Yep.
has been a lot.
It has. Have you ever failed to help or heal someone? You have any memories like that?
The worst kind of wounds that I had seen were probably someone getting kicked by a horse.
Ouch.
Yeah, we never really had any really terrible accidents, thankfully. I think the only times that I've tried to help someone and it didn't work was with Echo.
I feel like every time we tell him it wasn't his fault, I think he hears us, but I don't know if it's sunk in.
I don't know if it's really had a moment to. Like we were just saying, there's so much that's been happening. And I feel like Echo has such a big heart that every small thing weighs on it.
So you're speaking figuratively, of course. Well, jokes aside, I agree. I think Vael just looks over his shoulder again to see if he can see Echo. Maybe he sees little flashes of movement. Imagine they haven't wandered too far. But
Yeah, definitely would have stuck to very near to the path.
yeah,
Don't want to lose our way.
no, not at all.
I think
You're
that
like-
these mushrooms would be good.
Yes, of course. I think Vael's just—he looks like he's kind of trailed off a bit in his own mind, and he just kind of casts Mage Hand to grab whatever you're indicating. He's just kind of like, and then he does prestidigitation to try and clean him up a bit. Which, I mean, he's taken like almost every utility cantrip there is. He even has mending if anyone's cloak is torn. Something he's probably offered to help with Mac's cloak, and Mac is always like, leave me alone. I feel like that definitely fits.
I guess.
But yes, he just looks like he trailed off like a million miles away right there.
What are you thinking about?
I was just thinking, this going to sound a bit odd, so that might not make sense. I always kind of just assumed that I could make a difference. And I'm not, like I said, just, it might take a moment for my point to make sense. One of the reasons really, the reason I made the deal that I did, is I want to keep everybody safe. I think he just looks her in the eye at that point, like he's focused. Like it was my responsibility. And I know I have some skills and things. I'm not discounting that. I just... He just cocks his head. It's a very fearful decision. He just kind of looks back up, like, almost as if the thought is kind of just occurring to him at that moment. None of you are helpless.
That's true, but while I don't like the decision that you made, it's because I worry that it puts you at danger. And I very much appreciate how much and the length that you'll go to protect everyone. I know that it wasn't just you looking to further your own ability for your own gain. There was a true blue reason behind it. And I probably should have said something sooner, but I get it. And I'm not mad at you for making the decisions that you made. I just want to know that you're going to be okay, and it's not going to be something that, in the end, takes a part of who you are.
Kind of just shakes his head for a second, like he's processing everything you just said. He's just looking at Mellie there for a moment, like, I don't think I expected you to say that you understand. Believe me, I understand that agreeing and understanding are not the same thing. And yes, I probably am more at risk than I could be. I was talking with Ricky, obviously, before we left.
Mm-hmm.
And, Echo seemed very uncomfortable with our first conversation with him. Never wants to trust anyone, and I understand that to a degree. But that's not really the point. There is a very big potential benefit. I have, in some ways, a direct line to whoever this is, and whether this entity is against Tharizdun or is Tharizdun, I still cannot seem to land on what I think about that. They're not a being without significance. Do you think he's Thursdune? Been very quiet about. Oh. I feel like most things.
I don't think I have enough knowledge to say. I hope that he's not.
Me too. Very frustrated with him, if I'm being honest. He's dangled telling me his name a few times and then he has not.
I wonder if there's a way to kind of force him into it. Like, make it.
Vail's eyes just like perk up, like, oh.
I have no idea, but from what you've said, there's been agreements, and I wonder if there's a way to make an agreement where he has to honor it, or I don't know. It's probably a bad idea. Things like that, I think, tend to go poorly for the normal people living on the normal plane. Kind of like those fables that you hear where the person tried to trick the god and then they got eaten.
Well, good ideas and me sometimes. At least I could blame this one on you. He just starts chuckling.
She definitely laughs at that.
You do bring up an interesting point, though. Obviously he has power, but I don't... He needs help of some kind. It's not... I think that's the only leverage I can think of with it, but... You don't have, like, the ability to, like, break spiritual contracts. You're not, like, holding out on me, do you?
Mellie will pat like her dress pockets. Oh, unfortunately, I seem to be out of those. What's curious is whoever or whatever it is definitely tied to there's June and Ayun in some way. But they're also tied to the idol.
Yes. You remember Corspawn that we fought underneath Malaismere? It's a similar look, as if perhaps they're the same species, maybe? I don't know. But Ricky and I, we both thought perhaps it come from Mac's neck of the woods, actually. Out in Jorhas.
So it might be worth it to visit there at some point.
I feel like our to-do list is growing by the minute, but I agree. Even if it's just to see if we can help Mac's family get out of whatever danger they're in. That whole business with the assassination. Which... Vael looks like he was going to say something and stopped.
Mellie just cock her head to the side. That's the first time it feels like he's wanted to say something very significant.
Okay, the first time she's caught it. So, okay, 'cause I was gonna say I almost feel like, considering that the four of us have known each other for months, and there's a lot of off-camera conversation. Is she basically saying like, what? What were you gonna say? Is that what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in my, we'll say, past experience, I'm good at identifying when someone is hiding something. I believe him. Every word he said, I believe him, but I can't shake that feeling. I'm not sure what good it would do to bring it up. I don't really think. He kind of just shrugs. Picks up a mushroom that he thinks looks like what the good ones were. I don't think just saying it or even discussing it is good unless there's a real reason. I trust Mac with my life. I think if there's nothing he wouldn't do to take care of us. We all have our secrets, I guess.
It's true. I would imagine. Inside Mellie's head, she's going, I don't have any secrets.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Belle would pick up on that just for funsies. Natural one, never mind. Well, that insight check.
I agree with you that I don't know what good it would do if you were to say something. Have you told Echo?
Belle just looks over his shoulder again at the two of them. No, I get the sense that Echo doesn't really want to be around me much. I don't know. I feel like I just keep hurting him every time I do anything. I don't want to do that. You seem very distant at the family meeting. Maybe that was just him thinking about everything or something else. I was going to leave, you know. He looks like he may be starting to... His face is getting a little red. I wasn't going to do it in a way that would have left you all in the lurch, but thank you.
Well, I'm sorry that things got to the point where you felt like that was a choice you were going to make. I can say for certain that I want you here with us.
That means a lot. But it wasn't... I mean, I'm not going to pretend that I was feeling alone. I just kept feeling like everything I did wasn't working. Or just made everything worse. And I just thought that would be best for everyone. Does that make sense? even if you disagree. Kind of smirks.
Yes, I can understand why you might feel that way. But please don't ever forget that that's not the case. I know I can't speak for everyone, but I need each of you. And I will never be the same person because of all of you. And I've become a better person because of all of you.
Even Jasper.
I had no idea Echo ran with such a...
I don't understand.
I wouldn't in a million years have thought. He's such a character, though, I have to say. Despite the forwardness, I do enjoy his personality.
It caught me off guard at first. I'm not going to lie. But I think it is definitely part of who he is, but it's also a bit of it's just the first layer, you know?
Yes, I definitely think he is a very genuine person.
So you remember, how much of that night do you remember?
Like how much Mellie remembers of that night. Okay, she remembers very well.
Okay.
A very decent amount of it, if not all of it.
I mean, I could tell that you and Rain were getting close. I don't really know what to say.
I cannot wait to see her again, but like partly also just because I miss her, but also because I would love to see the two of them just hanging out.
Yeah, just hanging out. It would be nice.
Yeah. It's funny. I didn't realize how much I was going to miss her when we were saying goodbye. And then as we were leaving, I just was very thankful that we got to meet her. I know it was a little bit more of a stressful visit.
Let's
For
just
you?
say I've been more comfortable. Yes. It's difficult to challenge something that you've been taught to believe, or even if it's just something you've believed. And she did that.
Well, I think the good person inside of you shines very bright. It's hard to miss.
You mean Rain? Oh. I know what it's like to have a sister. I cannot imagine what it would be like to lose her. And I don't plan on finding out.
Hopefully, I will be able to maybe give a glimpse into where she is.
I think you two would get on famously. She's pretty cool.
I'm excited to meet her.
If ever you get the chance to look in on my brother, whenever it makes sense, you know.
Oh my gosh. I still haven't reached out to him, and he has the sending stone.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. So, I'm not saying don't do it. I trust you. I would imagine if he could reach out, he would have, actually. Don't you think? If it was within his power? Or maybe they confiscated it?
We could talk to whoever has it and say it wasn't him, it was this other person.
It's the truth.
It is.
Oh, Mellie. To be honest, it was a brilliant plan until the revive didn't work. I'm not blaming you either, I'm just saying everything seemed to be fine up until then. Why do I do this stuff to myself? Like, I've actually talked to Josh as to whether or not Vael could have a little flask. So it takes a wee nip, some would say, and then offers some to Mellie.
Oh, no, thank you. It's very peculiar that it didn't work. I should speak to my spirit guide about that.
About
I
anything
feel
that
like
could block it, yeah.
Yeah, I know I have these abilities, but I guess the disadvantage of just having them is that I don't know enough about them.
Well, we know that anyone that Mac kills with that dagger, he can turn into them. Sort of feels like that's not a coincidence. And really, Obamius was just awful. Awful. Not that I'm someone who should sit in judgment, really, of someone else, but the choice between, say, him and Mac's family, it's an easy one.
I agree. There's no soft feelings for my heart in for the Empire. Not to say I condemn them all, but it seems like a lot of their high-ranking members are not very good people.
Well, we certainly have the potential to find more out very soon, I think. Rex and Trim. King Dwendal himself is there. So.
I think Mellie looks a little nauseous now.
Okay, I was gonna say, you're gonna have to explain that look to me.
I do not like the idea of going into the belly of the beast.
We actually need to be careful. Obviously, Oscar had something going on in his house because as soon as you and I walked in, my magic just dispelled. Then even the one I tried to put in the ring dispelled after it was cast even outside. And if someone, not to belittle Oscar, but if someone like Oscar can do that, then certainly there are magical protections that we should at least know exist when we go there.
I wonder if it would be considered like a trap of some sort? Or oh, there's a word for when someone puts down like a sigil and it activates. I can't remember though. And I think it like can cast dispel magic, but
Like a glyph?
yes.
Hmm.
I wonder if maybe if it's considered those things, if I might be able to find them.
Magic leaves its traces, and you have your wand.
That's of magic. It looks for magic items. I don't know if it would show me things that have magic as like a one-time use. I don't know. I don't know.
Detects magic, no?
It does. So it
Yes,
could
the detect magic
potentially
spell.
cast it into the ring and then have more uses of it.
Oh, I like that a lot. Because if there is the same kind of thing, some sort of protection like this, Mac walked right in. He didn't change form just because he walked into Oscar's hut. Something, I don't know if you caught this. Oscar looked surprised at that.
He might have just been surprised at how Mac sounded.
Oh, well, I prefer his regular voice.
So do I.
Yes. Either way, I think something to be mindful of for the future.
I agree. Well, I think we might have enough food now.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Mac, Echo, I
Go check
found
on
some
them.
food.
You know, Echo comes running. Evan's always said he's very food driven.